Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. So, today we're gonna go ahead and get the third SG for not Passionate, Meltrolith. Right, there's not anything special going on, and by special I mean extra content that can be missed. That just comes up in the next chapter. So, without anything else, let's just go see if Saber has anything to say. Nope. And that means we can just go ahead and do the and talk to everyone, shall we? Let's see if Shinji's in his usual spot. He isn't. Let's check on Jinako for a bit. Let's see. No. How's it going, Jinako? Got anything to say? Huh? Shinji isn't around. You don't know where he is. Shinji isn't around, huh? He really did go, huh? Well, that is definitely something that's gonna be that's definitely something, huh? Good morning, Shinami. You're both physically and mentally sound. The good old Shinami we know and love. Morning, Haku. I like that motivated look you got there. Of course. Meltrolith is her invincibility and BB's brilliant skill. We're at a total disadvantage. We're also in no position to get cold feet. We're always at a disadvantage anyway. Well, that's reassuring to hear. Personally, I feel a bit iffy. I have good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? Offering such a choice is ineffective, Miss Toseka. Regarding to which one is chosen, the same reports will be given out. Come on, how boring. You'll never get the man of your dreams if to fall for you if you ever go straight to the ending. Really? Ahem. I will leave the topic for another time. Miss Haku is here, and so let's be effective. As in council clerk, I will give the report of President Haku. It took time, but we learned of how Meltrolith is cheating. Huh? I believe Rain and a bunch would make a breakthrough, but truly hearing that, it catches me by surprise. What else could one expect from the top candidate to this Holy Grail War? No one is more as reliable as they are. I'm glad that you're happy and all, but let's finish. We figured out she's invincible, but now the problem is, how do we get it through? We'll get through it. Right, if you please could? Yes, I'll give out a high-level explanation. It appears that Meltrolith has been tampering with the system, not herself. She took control of the Saber management system and altered one fundamental rule. It says that Meltrolith cannot be harmed. She's completely guilty of performing an illegal modification. She didn't modify herself, she modified the world. How much audacity can she have? Mere players like us would never come up with something like that. Yep, she's not even enhancing her defense through a skill. Our rule is making her invincible. She may be a cheater, but she's one smart ego. So that's what it was. No wonder I couldn't find any trace of illegal modification in Meltrolith, no matter how much I looked. So if I check the Saber management system and remove the bug, Meltrolith will revert to normal, right? But that won't be possible. BB controls the far side of the moon, so I can no longer perform system checks. Correct. Therefore, President Hakuno must travel to the Saber management system to lift Meltrolith's invincibility. Which means she must reach the Moon Cell Central region. And to travel to research, then reach the Moon Cell Central region. Basically, they want me to dash over to the final lair. But shields are blocking the labyrinth. I think that I can't get through the labyrinth until we defeat Meltrolith. There's only one solution. If we aggregate all the computation used to operate this building, it's possible to destroy shields. However, we only get to destroy one. After the shield is destroyed, the old school building will halt. It'll take time to recover. During that time, all of your backup will be cut off, President Hakuno. It'll be extremely dangerous, and you'll be alone. So yeah, that's how it is. Now I'll give you the bad news. In order to beat Meltrolith, you'll have to keep evading here to get to the end of the labyrinth. Then, even if you reach the barrier, communication between us will be completely cut off. You and your servant will stroll into the Moon South Central region on your own and access the Saber's key systems. Before Meltrolith catches up to you, you'll get rid of that unfair rule. See, there's only one floor left, but this is a tall order, isn't it? Still, there's no other choice left. This strategy has a sub 10% chance of success, but it's the best chance we have at present. Correct. Our proposed strategy is a suicide mission that, while possible, has low chance of success, but I know. So long as there's a chance, it's a risk worth taking. There's no need for Rain and the others to look so gloomy. I mean, until now we didn't even have a chance. If we can just wipe out that rule, Melchorless's invincibility will go with it. After that, we'll just beat her in a match of pure strength. Conversely, I mean Saber can finally get some payback after getting sliced up so much. Yeah, gosh, if it's fine for me to feel this impressed, that sort of positive thinking makes me want to start worrying. Rani, Sakura, if Haku is the one facing the most danger here, is raring to go, then we need to be determined too. Okay, once your shield is destroyed, the school power supply will be shut down. I have my own separate reserve power though. Please trust me to keep you pointed towards the Seraph after you enter the central region of Kishinami. We'll be adjusting the old school building's resources. We'll increase the computation so that we can destroy the shields quickly. Our strategy is as we outlined before. You'll stroll the 18th floor and head to the end of the labyrinth without getting caught by the Melchorless. Then, as soon as you reach the shield, we'll break it down. Then it's all up to you and Sakura. We don't know if something is waiting for you in this Moontel Central region. Regardless, you can do it, right, you present Haku? Of course. I'll do everything I can to see our plans through. Alright, then please hurry over to the labyrinth before Melchorless catches on to our plan. What's wrong, Sakura? Something bothering you? No, I was just wondering, what was that altered rule originally about? Loss of time perception. The imaginary number space has different physical laws than real space, so technically one cannot sense time. Melchorless overrode that loss to become a loss of register hits on her. There's a certain silver lining there. Thanks to not having that rule, we were able to accept the gravity of our situation. If we had thought there was no time limit, we might have still been on the second floor. Melchorless sure caused a lot of trouble. I wonder if BB has realized this. Probably not. They say no one knows you better than yourself, but it's typical for humans to overlook their own dishonesty. Humans, huh? BB's quite human-like, isn't she? As all the alter egos. Yes, although it's peculiar that, while an AI, her actions are driven by emotions. Yeah, that is really true. Melchorless, the alter ego. An alter ego that said she doesn't need BB, and it goes as far as to mess with the rules. She earnestly is trying to end the world for different reasons than BB is. By taking every human being and turning them into Melchorless, she's trying to make a world just for Haku Kishinami and herself. Yes, even she developed emotions, we cannot let that stand. No, an AI cannot be allowed to develop emotions. Please, Kishinami, don't let Melchorless put any more contradictions into your head. On to the mission. Right. There's less than 10% of success, but we have to do it. Even after the building's power shuts off, I'll be able to handle your Navi on my own, Kishinami. Don't worry so much, but please let me help you until the end. It's also my duty to do so. We know that causes her invincibility, but the way to destroy it is more than just difficult. We may as well call it a gamble. What's gotta be invincibility anyways? She better be putting her up for a while if she has a pass on cheats like that. She didn't modify herself, but rather the system. What a hacker's way of thinking. If not Miss Osaka here, a hacker on the international most wanted list, we likely wouldn't have realized this. Huh? Is that a compliment? Of course, let's be proud. Alright, now off we go. Before we head to the floor, we still have to get to the collect the item we left behind, the nice left part. I'm sure you realize this at this point, but the more of the same enemy you fight, the more of their moves you'll see. The greatest weapon is experience in battle that you accumulate. Routine work isn't pointless. Alright. Yep, let's go to the 17 to the goal points. And we go collect that item there. We're strong enough to one-shot these guys. So yeah. We're almost at the maximum level on us. Oh my god, save it. Go. There we go. We got an elixir. Yeah, it's pretty much just elixirs. If you have to come back, it's probably an elixir. We currently have 4. I think there are 5 of them. Not really sure how many are in this game. But if it was like an extra, then there are 5. Where are they? Yeah, we have 4 of them. Very potent. Very useful for not honestly, the final boss isn't that hard. More like for the super bosses at the end. Alright, time to go into the next floor then, shall we? Rhyme Ballet. Alright, so I am actually gonna save here because
Shinji.
there's gonna be a thing that's timed, so we gotta hurry along.
Nani?
What?
出入り口が聞こえる？何かあったの？そっちの状況をモニターできないんだけど、どうなってるか知らせて。
Well, that sucks.
ようこそ私の最も深いところへ。飛んで火にいるとはこのことね。
There she is. Communication with the student council have been cut off. The stairs back to the old school building are blocked off. Before Stunt's Melterless is still invincible. It doesn't get any worse than this.
でも何の策もなしにやってくるなんて。ここで決めると宣言してあげたのは余計なお世話だったかしら。自分から火に飛び込むのは小さな虫だけと聞いていたけど、最近は人間も死にたがりなのね。いいわ、それなら虫として潰してあげる。邪魔なサーバントはここで退場。その後であなたは私に同化するのよ。安心なさい、痛みはないから。これはあなたのためのだ。あなたのためだけに作られる最高の愛の形なのだから。
笑わせるな。同化することが愛だと。自分と貴様しかいない世界、選択肢のない世界に自由はない。
Well said, Saber.
貴様は幸福だ快楽だと語るが、つまるところ物言わぬ人形が欲しいだけではないか。
Saber's right. Melterless love is based on one-sided values. To assimilate someone into yourself basically means to turn them into your personal belonging.
呆れた。本当に呆れたわ。私が人間扱いしてない。
Yeah, you're not.
そんなの初めからそう言っているじゃない。
何？
人間的なものなんていらないの。だって感情とか気持ち悪いし、人形の方が愛しやすいと思わない？
Nasuverse laughed at me with cold-hearted smile. Now I see what makes her different from Passion Lip. All Lip wanted for her was for others to love her, but this alter ego wants to wholeheartedly love only herself. She never had any intention of having a relationship based on mutual love.
理解してもらえて私もほっとしたわ。これで何に気を使うまでもなくあなたを取り込める。
Here she comes. It's over if she catches us. We'll have no way of beating Melterless.
逃げ切るぞマスター。迷宮の奥を目指すのだ。
And here it is. It's a chase scene.
いつまで逃げられるかしら。楽しいハンティングの始まりね。
Defeating Melterless now is impossible. Run as fast as you can. Now, yeah, she hits us. We are faster than her, at least.
次からは片っ端からゴミ箱に流し込んであげる。シュレッダーにかける書類みたいにバラバラにしてね。
There's 2 paths. Within the wide open space, still can't see the end of the labyrinth. The path forks. I hesitate a bit and end up stopping on my tracks, unsure which way is the right to take. To run at that end, I'll be completely out of options.
所詮は人間のスピードね。そんな足ではどちらに逃げても同じことよ。
Melterless.
こうなっては覚悟を決めるしかないな。勝てないまでも負けない戦いをするまで。だがその前に聞きたいことがある。メルトリリス、貴様人間が嫌いだと言ったな。だが我が奏者はその人間だ。それでも愛せるのか？
愛しているわ。だって私が好きなのは彼女であって人間じゃないもの。
I'll follow you knew.
むしろ人間であることが唯一の傷よ。今の狩りは楽しかった。おかげで私も本当にしたいことが分かったわ。あなたの人間としての部分をそぎ殺してあげる。完全な二次元キャラになって私のものになりなさい。
Footwork reminds me of a ballerina. Maltrellis dashes. She leaps forward, seeking to end my life, this time for sure. However, right before that happens... Uh-oh, here comes Mom.
そこまでよ。勝手が過ぎたわね、メルトリリス。
何？
Okay. Secret Garden, free. We were so lucky that BB decided to intervene. BB! Wait, this is a virtual image of BB. Just like before, she opened up a circuit into this labyrinth.
そんな私のルールが一瞬で。どうしてあいつらに手を貸すの BB？
彼女の味方をしたのではありません。あなたの邪魔をしたのです、メルトリリス。システムの改ざんは許しません。無敵性が許されるのは私だけ。神は一体のみで十分です。
It was only a matter of time before BB caught on.
あなたには必要なだけの力を与えました。自分の力だけで戦いなさい。本来の役割に徹しなさい、メルトリリス。私の背後を守るのがあなたの存在意義です。
That's for you.
自分のことを棚に上げて、これだからオリジナルは優先順位をまるで分かっていないのよ。
チャンスだマスター。メルトリリスの無敵はすでにない。ここで畳みかけるぞ。
BB の気まぐれ一つで随分と威勢がいいのね。いいわ、現実を見せてあげる。私の愛がどれほど深く周到な蜜なのか。
Alright, it's not a real battle yet.
我が奏者の力、見るがよい。
さあ、溶けるように踊りましょう。
It's a one-turn battle as usual.
悪くないわね。その希望ごと無残に切り刻んであげる。
Right, as usual, let's just grow and grab this. Let's just do whatever we can here. A nice heal here. And guard. Alright, let's see what's going on, shall we?
世のニューズよ、この芸術を守りたまえ。ここを動くな。この時ではないか。殺されるがよい。
We actually do damage, but that was a bit unnecessary there, but whatever.
行くわよ、行くわよ、行くわよ、行くわよ。
Oh, that was something. Power, invincibility may have been lifted, but we gain no edge. Just how high level is she? How many servants did she rob of experience? That's your question for me. Do you remember the design, the brand, the amount of calories you've ever deserved? Have you ever eaten in your life? Do you remember how many loaves of bread have you eaten? Nice JoJo reference, Melt. Level training to me is akin to breathing. If you still insist on knowing, I'll at least give you a description of my power. Here it is in despair. I'm level 999. I constantly maintain my level by giving this frame as much as it can hold. Level 999? It goes beyond cheating. She should reach her sole experience from servants, NPCs, and master events until the level cap. If you realize this, if I weren't constrained by the upper limit of my level, I would be an AI that surpasses even BB. After BB breaks down, I'll continue to her remaining work. At that point, the first thing I'll do is remove the limit on my level. Once I do that, so long as there are humans, I can grow indefinitely. If I end up raising my level to 1 trillion, I should be able to make it to the moon cell without being deleted. This is why Meltfulness is true power. Get it? Don't get your hopes up just because my invincibility is gone. This is unbelievable. Because we know about this. Supposedly the ego is generated could end up destroying not only the moon cell, but her as well. So how about we continue this pleasure theater? There's nowhere to run. First an arm, then a leg, then I'll drink one part at a time. Circuit's connected. Are you okay, Shinami? Sakura, our comms are back. But does that mean the stairs are back too? Sorry, no can do, just run, Haku. The correct route is to your right. My body reacts to Rin's instructions before my mind does. I take Saber's head and dash towards that path. For the time being, all I can do is get away from Meltfulness. Actually, let me just... The game pauses while we do this. We'll take a look at the item later, we don't have time for that. We have to... go. We'll take a look at the items later, we can always come back. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. The seaweed there. What is this tacky, crude, ugly barrier? I don't remember ever seeing this here. What's going on? After we entered the barrier appeared. Maybe Rin the others hacked it in? No, it appears that a trap that was laid beforehand. You have nothing to do with it. What's going on? He's really giving us a hand again. Doesn't matter. I can get through a measly firewall like there's no problem. Yeah, what's this texture? It's gross. It's soft, slimy like rotten seaweed. Who would plant such a vulgar thing in my labyrinth? I don't know what the deal here is, but this is a chance for us. While Netflix is struggling with that, let's widen our lead. Alright, we're back to normal. We can explore as much as we want for this area. He's not gonna... Yeah, as you can see, big boat bro here. If you remember these guys, they are from... they're like the... how do I call them? The hard enemies that only showed up once in the... an extra. There we go. Better just take them off quickly. They give us a lot of XP too, so... Let's open that. This way is blocked. And we can't go that way, so we have to go here. Attack this guy. Alright, this should be good. I think it should be almost enough damage to one-shot it. There we go. Another seaweed wall. Honestly, if you pay attention to what, you can probably already tell who put the wall there. It's not very hard to figure out who did it. There we go, half health.
ヌプティアへの金
Yeah, I should have figured he was gonna guard. Oh well.
どこだ
Alright.
それでこそ我が奏者頼もしい見ているがよい
That one should be... There we go. Bye.
あの程度遅れは取らぬ皇帝たるもの
There we go. We need for crystal. That's always nice.
根こそぎ持っていくぞ奏者よ
And I am gonna go ahead and do something. I'm gonna switch this one for the where is it? Do I not have it or? Speed, defense. Strength, magic, stack plus luck. Huh. Apparently I don't have the thing that gives us MP. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Just gonna go ahead and save here. We'll just fight this guy the old-fashioned way.
世のあで姿の見せ所やな任せよ
It's slower, but nothing we can do.
安心せよ世が何とかする世の出番
Really, you're fine, really. We have so much healing.
期待に応えよう
We guarded that, so we're awesome. Of course. That's more of a problem.
安心せよ世が何とかする見ているがよい
Alright, let's do that again.
期待に応えよう程度があろう
There we go.
消えるがよい
Alright, well, still leveling up.
歩みを進めるとしよう
Alright. Last guy is this one. These guys like to guard a lot. So let's go for this.
共に勝利を鈍いな
Bah. Sucks.
鈍いな
Well, at least we got two of them.
それでこそ
Let me see. A guard. And just do whatever.
共に勝利を
Oh. Gonna heal quite a bit actually.
世が何とかする
Let's just do this then.
期待に応えよ
Yeah, figured.
ういいではないか改めるがよい
That's enough. Or down.
いいではないか
Get out of here. Alright, this guy's down.
こうしてそなたと戦える宝はあるだけ欲しくなるもの根こそぎ持っていくぞ奏者よ
And that's gonna be another blockage right there. Right here at the end. We got this far away from Meltrolus. Looks like we can get to the end of the labyrinth now. But I wonder who on earth set up that barrier. Yep. Yeah. Not looking too hot there, Meltrolus. All that skill you have, and yet you still have to Shinobi take the clean getaway. Shinji. I see, this was your doing. Revenge, I presume? Revenge? Nah, not really. I got no grudge towards you, I just came in to laugh at you. Fine, keep talking, Shinji. I'll humor since this piques my interest. What about me that you come to laugh about? Isn't it obvious? I'm not very how lame you are. So tunnel vision on Kishinami that you didn't notice me slip in. You had barrier traps set up on your own labyrinth, yet you stood around twiddling your thumbs waiting for Kishinami to come along. Bibi turned her back to you, yet you went around flaunting your level off. I had myself a good chuckle over how trash you are. I hear Shinji and Meltville is talking. Maybe some signals are overlapping because I heard a conversation going on somewhere far away. Shinji, why is he here in the labyrinth? Wait, this is really bad, Haku. Shinji and Meltville are in the same room. Looks like he was hidden while manipulating that barrier, but now he has nowhere to hide. Head this way, Shinji will... You're pissing me off. Such a worm you are, getting on people's nerves is one thing you're good at. But appearing before me just means you said your prayers, I take it? Or maybe you're here to beg for your life. I'll spare you if you cry out an apology, but this time I'll make sure you turn smaller than a tick. You'll also be you'll be a nano-sized virus. Ha, no thank you. You're going to keep pretending you're some king of drain.
Oh, nice, huh?
I mean, look, you've got a negative mindset. You pretend you're all cool, but deep down you're all clumsy. No style. No wonder people avoid you like the plague. Man, it's sad. You approach all aggressively, but you still get ignored. Doesn't it hurt? If I were you, I'd off myself of an embarrassment. Heh. And he blocked the entire area there. What the hell are you thinking? Come back the way you came, Haku. Shinji is going to get himself... I know. I can't let Shinji get killed. Off we go again. We just need one guy to have respawned, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh well. Let's see Shinji then.
僕なら自殺していると言ったわね。そう。なら望み通りにしてあげる、シンジ。
Yeah, what we expected. Yep.
ほら、無様なのはどっち？マスターなんてサーバントがいなければただの人間。いえ、経験値よ。あれだけ私をイラつかせたのだもの。あなたの命だけじゃ飽き足らない。その全てを吸い上げて1キロバイトまで。
Actually, the smallest unit is a byte, so just kidding.
いえ、1プランクまでスケールダウンさせてあげる。喜びなさい。あなたの才能は全て渡す。
You feeling all right there, Melt?
何これ？どういうことなの？
まったくさ、遠坂たちも甘いんだよね。無敵を何とかすればいいとか、発想が二流のゲーマーだよ。無敵が切れた後のレベル差も考えておく。それが完璧な攻略、完璧なゲーマーさ。
It was a dreadful scene. A hole was bored through Shinji's abdomen, and while the virus dissolved his insides, blood spills from his mouth as he feebly laughs. Still, he appears full of dignity, as no one else has ever shown.
何をしたの、シンジ？どうして私のレベルが1にまで下がっているのよ。
You know, it's kind of funny that it took Shinji to defeat a sacrifice, which honestly, I will say it's kind of funny.
あれ？言い忘れてたかな。僕さ、 間違ってウイルスを飲んで
Yep.
レベルが下がっちゃったんだよね。
That was why she was going all around doing shifty things and looking really suspicious. He was constructing the virus that would destroy Melt.
気づかずに飲み続けていたらいつの間にかカンストしてたわけ。いやー驚いちゃうよね。レベルってさマイナス999まで下がるんだから。
And now Melt absorbed all those negative levels. She is now level 1.
なんですって。じゃあ私はマイナス999の負債をあなたから奴隷した。
You fell right into his trap.
ありえない。自分の体を囮にして私を罠にはめたというの、あなたが。幼稚で身勝手で他人を愛せないあなたにそんなことできるわけが。
そうだよ、その通りだよ。僕は子供でわがままで他人のことなんてどうでもいいさ。けどさ、ゲーマーとしてどうしてもオタクの方針は我慢できない。僕だって弱者をいたぶるのは大好きだけどあれは自分の実力あってのもので借り物の性能とかしらけるにも程がある。
Yeah, I might be a bully, but I'm not a cheater.
ほんとチート行為とか虫巣が走るぐらいキモいんですけど、バカバカあとバカ。
シンジ
思い知ったか。アジア圏一のゲームチャンプをなめんなよ。
Hey there. We're in a plain even field now. Meltville is moved to attack Shinji again, but Saber catches a blow. Vivi confiscated her invincibility, and Shinji causes her to overpower levels to tank. At this point, Meltville is nothing more than an obstacle that's possible to defeat.
年貢の納め時だな、メルトリリス。ここまでの非道の数々、その首であがなう時だ。
そういうこと。結局は私も最後は自分の心に閉じこもるしかないってわけね。いいわ、ここは引いてあげる。この階層はあなたたちの好きにすればいい。でもそれも束の間の夢よ。私は誰にも邪魔されない場所でまた人間たちからレベルを吸い上げる。
Yeah, Shinji didn't disable her draining ability, but he gave us a fighting chance at least.
この私にふさわしい満足のいくレベルを取り戻したら会いに来るわ。それまで仲間ごっこを続けるのね。
I feels. Meltville ran off. She's only as strong as any average servant right now. She probably intends to recover her power while inside one of those statues. We can't proceed to the core with that statue blocking our way. We have to take her out before she hits a level cap again. But first things first. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it this time.
見ただろう。これが一流ゲーマーのコープってやつさ。
More than half of Shinji's body is gone. He's disintegrating from the wound Meltwillis gave him from the virus that he injected afterwards. The bonds between his spiritrons are dissolving, and his exterior is eroding away. It's like a work of glass that shatters if you don't handle it right. There's no more point in trying to heal or repair him in any way. He's on the verge of death. He's already...
わかってるよ。体を構成する粒子が完全に消えるまで普通に話せるのがセラフのいいところだよね。痛覚はカットしてあったし全然痛くないからどうってことないんだけどさ。リアルに体が消えていくのは気持ち悪くて吐きそうになる。もうその機能もないわけだけど。
I can't find the words to say. I would feel wrong to tell him thank you. Shinji didn't do this so I could be grateful to him. That much I gathered. That's why this hurts more than it should. Regardless of his motives, all that matters is that he faced off against Malphus to help Hakuno Kishinami. And I have absolutely no idea why.
なんだよその顔。最後まで辛気臭いやつだな。あ？どうして僕がこんなことをしたのかわからない。そんなことで罪悪感いっぱいなわけ。お前。
Shinji's attitude is as bad as ever. He smirks proudly, then aimlessly looks towards the labyrinth sky.
まあさ、僕もさ、思い出しちゃったんだよね。本当の記憶ってやつ。聖杯戦争の話だよ。ムカつくけど、お前に負けたんだろう。僕。
Yeah, Shinji and I fought each other in the Holy Grail War. Up to the first round, when neither I, Shinji, or any other masters had come to terms with the fact that it was a real battle royale. Shinji lost to Hakuno Kishinami and vanished while exclaiming his resentment. That's why I really don't understand this. Thinking back to those final moments, I should have never imagined Shinji throwing his life away for a person who killed him. I would have thought that all he had in him was hatred towards Hakuno Kishinami, yet...
そうだよ。すげえムカついてるよ。今でもお前なんか嫌いだよ。でもさ、お前泣いたじゃん。2回戦か3回戦の頃にさ、僕のこと思い出して。
Yeah.
泣いてただろ。知ってるよ。
I say, now that I mention it, I think I did happen. In the middle of my battles, I thought about all the masters I had overcome and started whining about it. But that's the reason?
そうだよ。あんなことでよかったんだ。
That means he made a mark, right?
聖杯戦争で優勝するなんて記録は残せなかったけど、それぐらいは残ったんだなって。なんだろうね。死んじゃうと安っぽいヒューマニズムに騙されちゃうくらいバカになるみたいだ。なんかあれさ、少し嬉しかったんだ。
It is so weird looking at that Shinji sprite of him smiling so peacefully. Like, almost innocently, really.
お前がここで消えたら誰も僕のために泣かないじゃん。そう思ったら仕方ないなって。
This is really heavy stuff for a nature to think too.
本当に怖くて嫌だったけど、よく考えたらリアルな初めての友達だったし。
Which is kind of sad if you think about it. From what we understand, like Shinji was a designer baby, forced to study all his life, found peace in video games, never made any real friends, went to the Holy Grail War to get a name for himself, essentially, was forced to be friends by the by the Seraph, right, from the preliminaries and all of that. I think he still thought of us as friends, even if he was as arrogant as ever. Then he died in the first round by our hands. Kind of a sad existence this little Shinji here had.
本当に僕は死にたくなんてなかったけど、みんなそうだったんだよな。ちくしょう。そうだよ。どうせ僕は表に戻れば消えるんだし、元からゼロだったんだ。それなら何か。すごい記録じゃなくて、僕のために泣いてくれたやつが残ってくれるなら、お前がつまんないやつでも思い出す誰かを残さなくちゃって。だからお前には残っていて
And off he goes. With a condescending smile on his face, Shinji completely disintegrates. Like Gato, he was already a dead master, a dead man who would only exist on the far side of the moon. A boy who was eliminated in the first round of the Holy Grail War, remaining in no one's memories and leaving no fantastic score behind. But at the very, very end, he left a Hakunok Shinami behind. Not some glorious personal score, he left behind a worthless friend who cried for him.
シンジさんの生体反応、消滅しました。この裏側での記録も、サーバーからロスト。狩りを記憶しているのは、観測していた私たちだけとなります。
参ったわ。ゲーマーも侮れない。一流のプライド、かっこよかったわよ、シンジ。
As sad as this whole scene is, I can't take the phrase gamers are no joke, man. I don't know. This must be Rin's way of saying goodbye. I follow her by thanking Shinji with my head, then stand up.
入り口の階段はまだ消えたままよ。奥にチェックポイント反応があるから、そこから一旦起動して。こっちは至急、メルトリリスの彫像にダイブする術式を組み上げるわ。
I know. I won't waste this chance Shinji carved out for us. I need to finish off Meltreless before she returns to her previous level. Indeed we do. Alright, now let me see. Can we please go and collect everything? Or are you gonna give me... Nah, damn it, of course. Fine. I'll go ahead and do that. Whoops, this way. We'll get in the next, or either the next part, or I'll just go here and grab it. We have one more enemy before us. Might as well get him. There should be enough for a level up. Let me just do a quick save state here, and let's go. Yeah, fuck it, it's gonna break. Damn, that would suck. That would suck ass. Alright, let's see, for real. Of course. I was just that thing, okay. That's good, that's great. There we go. Break. Oh man, that was a nasty critical there. There we go. And that's a level up. Oh my god, it's not with by literally a small, really minuscule amount.
思い出の足しにはなる。宝はあるだけ欲しくなるもの。根こそぎ持っていくぞ、奏者よ。
You have to go forward. There she is. It smells with his relief. But designed more seductive than any other, it represents how she embraces her lovers all. It exemplifies this alter ego's constitution. A little modesty would suit her so well. There's no art in whatever salacious beauty she thinks this is. Prepare for the final battle, Master. With my sword and your words will make Meltrellis go down once and for all. Saber looks so eager to face Meltrellis. As much as I'd like to enter the relief now, I'll need Rin's help in order to do so. Let's head back to the student council room and go over the strategy, this time to finish things with Meltrellis and then BB. Yep, time to go. I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy some stuff. Let me see, Mystic Coast. Was a thing for servants? Aha, there it is. I was wondering where this thing was. Alright. Let me just get as much stuff as I can. Yeah, let's go for that one. Yeah, might as well. Not for now. When we get to the thing, I'll switch. Let's get most of them, or maybe all of them, really. Alright, we got all of them. Items, let me see. Let's get 10 of these, or 6 of these is most we can do. Alright, that's good. The mood through the student council room is grave. Shinji's there for a final battle against Melchior's, or second showdown with BB that awaits us afterwards. With all of these items on our plate, Rin and Rani silently absorb themselves in their work. Welcome back, Hakuno. Well done cleaning the 18th floor. Are you feeling in good shape? No problem, I reply. I'm feeling more tired, but there's no time to be resting in my room. For Shinji's sake, who made this possible, we need to infiltrate Melchior's mind as soon as we can. Okay, we should be good. Sakura, the course of infiltration realigned with Melchior's biological pattern should be safe to use now. Okay, I'll check. The coaster's durability, descent time, harmonic sync projections, everything is excellent. A AAA rating. Excellent, splendid job, Rin. Phew, we're all ready on our end then. This rest is up to you, Haku. I don't need to even bother checking. I see. That looks says you're about to jet off. Then do as usual final checks. Our schedule may have changed, but the outcome we want hasn't. Haku will infiltrate Melchior's mind and defeat her in the center. After that is the end of the labyrinth. You'll storm into the moon's floor, into the floor that connects to the moon cell's core. BB will be there trying to hack her way past the defensive barrier to the core. Victory is ours if we stop BB from breaking through the core's barriers. Or if we ignore BB and return to the near side, we can manage. I can manage making a gate to the near side with my privileges somehow. There's no need. We won't push you any further than we already have. Plus, we have another option that's currently more effective. All Hakuno has to do is enter the core. A massive like Hakuno won't be hurt by entering the moon cell core. My hypothesis is that Hakuno and Saber will be treated as errors and returned to the near side. Once Hakuno enters the Holy Grail War, BB's illegal activities will be revealed. The moon cell will automatically delete BB. That's true. That's the best solution we have. Thankfully, BB is tunnel vision on those barriers. Once the plan starts, she'll be stuck in a fight of strength against the moon cell. The smallest misstep could cause BB to be incinerated instead. That's why she arranged Melchior's to be the final defense. Right now, even if BB knew that Shinabi was near and on their way, she can do nothing about it. All she can do is project images. Favorable for us. Ultimately, the question is whenever BB will break the barrier down first, or will defeat Melchior's first. It's basically all that matters. We're counting on you present, Haku. Of course, I'm not in agreement. Once I'm ready, I'll head to the final barrier. We're all rushing to analyze the 10 crowns still, but let's focus on the Melchior's right now. Once Hakuno reaches the sculpture of Melchior's, we'll begin their final preparation. I'm sorry, Sakura. I know you're at your limit. Please run 5 meditations one more time. Yes. Please leave it to me. I'll be okay. I have plenty of memory to spare. As long as it's just one more time, we'll be fine. Safely and surely, I'll send Shinami in. And yep, we have time to go collect stuff. I maybe ask something. It's about Melchior's. I figured she would ask me this at some point. Rin Rani said nothing about my judgment to me, but Sakura is a different story. That girl Melchior's is a part of us, Sakura theories. She said those things to you. Sakura looks away, slightly embarrassed. Melchior says she likes me. She did all those things because she likes me. Maybe the Sakura here understands where she's coming from. Despite how Melchior is, look, do you consider an alter ego to be part of my series? I think so. Sakura's eyes widen, and she's a lot lost for words. The short, actually, very long silence eventually breaks. This is odd. I thought I wouldn't like the idea of being lumped together with them, but I feel relieved. In any case, I'm happy to hear that. Even after the building's power shuts off, I'll be able to handle your Navi on my own. With the same dialogue, okay. Weird. This will be the last time we work together. You enter Melchior's mind and beat her, and then you burst into the Moon Cell core. Just do what you always do and you'll win, no sweat. Don't get overeager, but stay cool. But to this relief, she also possesses a weakness in her heart. Some trauma. No, that's not a good choice of person to sympathize with. We've made it this far at a great cost, President Kishami. Please prepare for the battle ahead. Indeed. Speaking of losses, I do find it interesting how they were able to, like, almost redeem Shinji. Obviously, this isn't the Shinji from Stay Night. That guy was just a piece of shit all around. But they made a character that we all hate and made him, how do I say it, made him get a redemption of some sort? Ah, there she is. Ah, total money squandered, 400,000 sacrament reached. What a stupefying extravagance! What squanderance! This matter throwing money about the amount in sheer desperation is made for me! Huh, you and I together could readily empty the coffers of 1 or 2, no, 3 countries. Luxury and decadence drive in expenses. How fortuitous that I would contract one who gets the beauty of it. There's nothing as fun. I'm happy to see her to move, but she's going to splurge that outrageously. Then I prefer to she learn more some self-discipline. What need is there for self-discipline? If money is not used, then all it achieves is stifling circulation. Fret not. Select your desire. Look, if you run out of money, then simply amass more. Then when that time comes, you may let me do the heavy lifting. And we got the last elixir. Nice. I don't know the achievements for the servants. Honestly, I haven't seen a guide for that one yet, and I don't know. I haven't do any research on that. So, oh well. Squandering money for Saber it is. Alright, so, let's head into this floor, the starting point. So, right, so we can get the items we left behind here. Yep, it's basically just going into the labyrinth, going into the place we haven't gone yet. There's that item over there. We also need to recover the money we lost. We're also so close to leveling up that at this point... There we go, have help. Nice. Unfortunately, the burn doesn't stack. There we go. See you later. That's a level up, and we're level 40. I will say that we are, I think, at 2 levels over level, which is great, actually. Like, the items we didn't get are not really worth getting caught by Meltrolis, so it's always good to just come back later, kill 2 enemies. That's more than enough. Don't even need to use our skills here. There he goes. Bye. Ether crystal, it's alright. The only thing that's sort of useful is that one. Get over here. There we go. More pattern open, nice. Let me actually take a look at the Saber's stats. Yeah, it's pretty evened out, all C's. Which, makes her a bit of a rounded fighter, but I do prefer the min-maxing. We could do an extra. It's more streamlined, I guess. You don't have to go all the way to the thing of the soul and do the thing, right? And level up manually. But you lose kind of the agency you had for leveling up. Alright, give me that, shall we? We got a Celestial Blade. This one is the final, I think. The final one is this one gives us greatly raises our servant's strength, which is exactly what we want for Saber. Honestly, pretty much everyone uses strength. Only caster doesn't use strength, so yeah, kind of a bit of a very, very useful. That's why it's basically the last thing we get. Let me actually check. I am gonna use that one. I'm gonna check how strong this thing is. Alright, let's see how this one is. Oh yeah. We reached the 3,000 mark with that one. Oh yeah, that is really good. Get over here. We're mostly fighting these guys for the money, honestly. Because in terms of level, we are good. Maybe that was a bit overkill. Yeah, it was a bit overkill. I'm gonna defeat every guy here. Might as well run at this point. That's the 3,000 damage there. Ah, didn't quite get it. We are doing almost 1,000 damage with our normal attacks, which is also pretty great. And then we have that guy left. Get out of here. Let's just beat this guy up. Alright, that should be good enough. Oh yeah. That sucks that we got hit there, but... There we go. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, we can still have this dude here. That's fine, mostly. I'm just gonna save just because you never know. Alright, let's go. 1,000 damage, not bad. Yep, figured. Yeah, he's gonna use it thing, we're good. There you go, bye. Alright, and this is the final part. We're going straight to a tree there, if you noticed there. That is intentional. Or roots of a tree or something. Anyways, I am gonna go ahead and save here. So, we're not gonna enter the, that part, Maltralis's relief. That's gonna be in the later parts. Now, Saber. There we go. Save. Actually, before we do that, I'm actually gonna switch to my equipment because I know in the next part I'm gonna forget what equipment I want to use. So, honestly, kind of, let's go for Sword of Repentance, probably. Yep, let's go for these two. We have enough healing items, I think. Yeah, we have a good amount of healing items. And we're good. So I'm gonna save here like this. And that's gonna be it for now. Alright everyone, that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.